Alright, this is a VOD review of Fairy Lights Bronze 4 NEEKO Extraordinaire. With a flick of the wrist, Fairy will light the way to victory. Alright. Let's see. So you are playing Ezreal and NEEKO versus a a LeBlanc and a Ahri. I will admit, my matchup knowledge may not be too useful here. Wait. LeBlanc's not even getting support item. Okay, it's an Ahri support and a LeBlanc carry. Alrighty, so let's see what runes you took versus this lane. Confusing me because I'm clicking on it and showing Ezreal there. So you took Electrocute, Taste the Blood. I agree with Goth Poro for lower elo games, Relentless Hunter, and you're taking the roaming runes. So you know I like to take Hex Flash, and I like what's it called? The one that reduces the cooldown of your flash, but this is fine. This is what I ran last season. It's all G. Getting that fat move speed when you W there is good. To be honest, I don't know what minor runes you took into this matchup. It looks like you didn't take any MR. I would have took some MR versus a double AP lane. Even not taking any armor at all, just getting double MR runes here. And also versus this lane, I probably would have took second win for some sustain, just because I know you're going to be taking a lot of poke here. So you got your W proc, nice. Now stand in the bush. You're standing really far back. You could have just stood in this bush, and when they come in, you auto attack and then W and run, or stand on the edge of the bush. You don't need to be standing so far back. Like, there's nothing to be scared of standing there right now. Now, when you, like, if you're standing there, when you saw her enter the bush, then it would have been acceptable to walk back. But even then, unless she starts chain, which she most likely won't, you're mostly just worried about her hitting a charm, and she's most likely just going to be farming. So you probably want to stand here, and when she walks up, you want to walk out and auto attack her, and then stealth before she can hit you. So I get what you're doing there. Oh, nice auto attack. It worked out. Using your W like that, though, can be a waste because of the 20-second cooldown. I probably would have just walked out, autoed her, and then you just W to cancel her. But that worked out perfectly fine. So we'll get your W procced again. You did. Nice. Ooh, big fail. I don't need to tell you, but I'm gonna anyways. So, always versus a champ with charm. Maybe you didn't expect her to have charm level 1. That's fair. But versus a charm champion, until you know what she has, you always want to stay behind the minion when you walk up. So you can see here, right? If you had walked up here and autoed her, probably can't auto her. If you're going to auto her, you would have had to literally be standing like right there to maybe get in range. Even here, if you stood there, this minion can die and you'll get charmed. So you have to be standing right here. Probably auto Ahri or see if you can get in range to auto her. But yeah, you kind of just walk into the charm. Minions are your friend. If they don't have a champion who can hit you, that needs to be blocked by skill shots for sure. If they had a normal ADC, that would have been perfectly fine. But they do not have a normal ADC. Again, so the reason why you don't want to use your W like that is because you W'd and then walked up. So when you hit her, she could have auto-attacked you back. She could have Q'd you. I think her charm is on cooldown. It was barely on cooldown. But also see these minions here auto-attacking you. Because when you hit her, you aggroed all these minions. So all 3, even this minion is aggroed on you, but it won't be able to hit you. You're taking 3 auto-attacks, which is 24 damage each, right? So you're actually taking 65 damage. Am I bad at math? No, 75 damage minus 3. So 72 damage. You took 72 damage from these minions. If you take a look at your empowered auto, it does 60 damage, plus obviously you have your base damage. But like, you just took from those minions almost as much damage as you did to her, right? Actually, we can see how much damage you took. Let's take a look. Yeah, we get to watch this again. So let's see. You have 270. You have 280 health. And let's watch how much damage you take from these. So you're at 303. Those 3 hit you. Okay, you leveled up at the same time. Makes it hard to compare. But either way, you took damage from those 3. And what you wanted to do is you want to auto attack her and then stealth. Because if you auto her and then stealth, you de-aggro the minions and you don't take those 3 auto attacks. But when you just throw your stealth out and then go in and auto her, you potentially get hit by her and you're getting hit by all those minions. Unlucky level time there, I will say. So, one sec. I have vision on the enemy jungle, which isn't fair. You're a blue team. Okay. So this is the vision you have of the game, and let's get the objective timers up. Okay. So at this point, the wave is shoving in. You have a ward here, which is good. Who placed that ward? It was you. So right now, if I were you, I'd be question mark pinging here like maybe 3 times, question mark, question mark, question mark, and then I'd ping my ward 3 times, and then you can even type in chat, ward please. You cannot play aggressive until you get this ward. Obviously, we cheated and we saw Warwick was here. Honestly, look at the map now. It's probably likely he's going to be pathing topside, but you never know in League. So yeah, right now you guys are pushing up. Okay, and your ADC's warding, so perfect. He did it on his own. I don't know if you're in duo queue and telling him, but yeah. If you're not duo queue, you need to ping that and let him know. Oh, nice try. Really good try. If you hit that root and you ignite auto, if you didn't know, ignite counts towards electrocute. So if that root hit and you auto attack ignite, you would proc your electrocute, which would do a fat load of 43 damage extra, which is basically an extra W proc kind of. Oh, and there's the Warwick. See? Brain at the Doge is too big. Ooh, fat root. Okay, let's see how you could have played this any better. So, in cases like these, what I like to say is it's more important. Okay, well, Ezreal has E, so maybe you don't fully, but I personally, let's see what spells you have up. If this was happening, I would start pathing in this direction, right? And I'd probably stealth and throw my clone towards Warwick or even maybe her, but usually you want to, well, you're low health and he has E, so you maybe played this correctly. Let's see. So by the time you see him, good, you tried. Instead of throwing your clone directly at him, you should have thrown it kind of towards the direction you're walking. So right here, the correct direction to throw your clone when you throw it, when you threw it at the timing was fine. So Warwick comes down. So here, instead of throwing it that way, you want to block her charm. If you throw your clone in this direction, right? You throw your clone like this and you walk here. And now your clone, for the whole duration of the clone, will be body blocking a charm from her. Right? So if he plays in slow-mo, your clone would have been here, would have been here, would have been here. And instead of you dropping down, you could have just been walking beside your clone, right? And then when she throws the charm, you could dodge with a flash. But other than that, you guys were in a kind of precarious situation there. Thank God that they missed that. I don't know if your Ezreal had to flash, to be honest. Because you were getting a 3-man root, and Charm was down, Fear was down. But oh well. So the good thing is to everything that they do, there's things. So he farmed bot side jungle and cheese ganked bot. Now he's losing his top side jungle. So unless he goes and counter jungles down here, he's just going to be down camps because of that early gank. But he's also, you know right now for a fact, Warwick's on this buff. So if I were you, I would be pinging mid B, because Warwick right now could come through here and gank mid. He's 100% here, and he should be going to counter jungles, so he should be going into here. So you should be letting mid know, like, yo, Warwick right here, bud. You're about to get ganked. So I like this defensive positioning. No need to play aggressive. You have no summoners up on you with flashes, and you knew Warwick was bot side. And yeah, no need to play aggressive until you know where he is. It's a bad habit I see every NEEKO player. They just throw their Ws for no reason. You've already done it once when you threw it in this bush for no reason, and this is the second time I've seen you throw W with no reason. That W does absolutely nothing. And if you got ganked again right now, you'd be very sad that you don't have it up. So don't, if you're going to W, you should be using it to go in. Nice. I like the restraint. You can't go in on that. If Warwick showed up again, you would die. Good job. Okay, you see Warwick mid, and again, right here, if your mid laner dies, it would be kind of your fault because you didn't ping him. If you want to climb in League of Legends, blame yourself for everything. Yes, this gank was obvious, but you should be pinging it. Your mid laner is blowing flash here for free. If you had pinged it, maybe, so your mid laner lived, but if you pinged it, maybe your mid laner wouldn't have had to flash. Also, you should be pinging right now B's here because your mid laner can't follow. It's not really your job. You're probably not even watching there, but I wouldn't even probably do it. But if you wanted to be like rank 1 challenger, you'd probably be pinging B over there. But anyways, let's focus on your lane. Okay. Fairy Lights looking all cute in League of Legends right there. Very cute Fairy Lights. Ooh, Fairy Lights. I see that. You see that root? Does NEEKO have like a collar on with the skin? What the hell? She has like a choker on. Alright. So if you're helping your ADC push, that's fine. You're taxing some CS, you know. Support tax, I guess. Again, you're throwing W with no actual reason. And your ADC wants the B, so you should just be leaving. Just go B. Either go B or roam. So you saw Warwick die mid. So right now is actually a good time if you have wards up, which you don't. But if you had a ward up, if you didn't want to B, it's a good time. You go hit this vision plant, and you get a ward here. And then you can go back. Or you can sit and chill. Maybe their support will come. Or you can roam up and even be part of this play. So there's lots of things. You can back. Or you can get this sweeper and head towards mid lane and be a part of that play. Whatever you really want. Whatever your rotted NEEKO heart desires, you shall do. Okay. You have 207 gold. So, you know. Probably should have got yourselves a... You didn't use any pots in lane? Nice. Yeah, you should have definitely got yourself here a... I personally would have got boots, even though it would have been more of a gold waste. But yes, Amp Tome is fine. You should have got yourself a control ward, though. Also, people in League always like to walk straight bot after they back. What's the point of walking here? This wave is pushing towards you. Ezreal can just wait for it to hit him. You should be walking mid and hit this sweeper to get vision down here and place a ward for your mid laner here or something. It's just if Ahri was roaming mid right now, if you hit this, it would spot the Ahri roam and then your mid laner doesn't die. If you walk straight bot and Ahri roams mid right now, you won't be there to help. And your mid laner kind of lost flash already, so yeah. I'm not saying you go mid and gank. I'm just saying like you go mid and then walk straight bot. But like if you think about it, the time it takes you to walk here, hit that, and then walk bot is barely any extra time compared to what you're doing now. You might show up an extra 4 seconds late. But that 4 seconds, your ADC is not going to die because this wave is going to collapse here and your ADC can safely with Ezreal Q's farm. Right? And you're just taxing your... Bad fairy light. Very bad. I might use this for my YouTube channel, so if people from the YouTube are watching and you guys want a VOD review, I do VOD reviews for channel points, 40k channel points. It takes about a couple months of watching. If you watch, you'll get enough for a free VOD review from me, which is like this, or you can DM me on Discord, and I do VOD reviews for 20 bucks to help support me. So if you want a VOD review, DM me on Discord, links below, or come watch the stream and save up channel points for free. Let's go rewatch you getting hit by that charm, though. Because we like watching you get hit by charms.
Bye, fake NEEKO.
See, all the times I say you waste your W, this is actually a time... Well, your W's on cooldown, so you probably wasted it. But this is actually a time where using your W is good. You want to use your W to face check all these bushes so you know if they're in there or not. So right now you just want to send your W at it. Good. Okay, really good. How do you get caught by a charm? Yes. A bit sketchy because you're worried about her jumping on you, but you just need to stay behind the minions, hold your ground. Honestly, no, you got no business. Look at how many minions they have. They're going to be killing the minions and you're going to get hit. So you just had to back up and stop playing aggressive. Also, you're doing an Emax. I used to do Emax. There's nothing wrong with Emax, but into this lane, I think Emax is very bad. The reason is because she'll get 6 and she'll be able to dodge your root. And she can dodge your root with her W, which means if you throw your root and miss, you just lost all your damage. Like you're putting all your points in this and you're just losing the damage. If you take Q, you can keep Q poking. And it's harder for them to dodge a Q. It's on a lower cooldown. And if they dodge your root, they're not dodging so much damage, but it's fine. See, like you miss your root and you just lost all that damage. Where if you had like Q, you would have thrown your root, missed, it wouldn't have mattered, and then you could have walked up in Q. But when you find roots like that, it feels nice because you have the extra long roots, so I rate it. I used to go Emax too for a long time until I got a lot higher elo. I think it's perfectly fine. So help them shove the wave. Nice, nice. Help them shove this wave too. Help shove, just auto attack the cannon. Just keep autoing the cannon. Auto the cannon. Yo, Fairy, are you listening to me? Yo, Fairy! Auto attack that cannon, man. So not only is it because you want to help shove the wave, but ideally you want to help shove this wave in, and then you want to roam over and help your Kha'Zix. Now it looks like you're moving towards them. We'll see what you're doing. No, you're just using your clone. But yeah, we wanted to shove this wave, and you wanted to come over and protect Kha'Zix. and also potentially gank mid. So when you get a kill, you want to shove the wave in and look to roam, right? So you shove the wave in, and now you should be looking to roam, even though it's kind of later than I would have liked. But if you shoved the wave in, you could have started your roam maybe 4 seconds earlier. You could have maybe been by now like right here if you shoved that wave in, right? So let's pretend you started the roam, right? So you're here, and you're walking, and you're walking, and you're walking, and now you're in this bush, and you're chilling, and you're chilling. This guy walks up and gets jumped on by her, and you potentially can gank, right? So she was not doing anything at that point. You'd walk back and you'd be like, oh, Warwick is in the jungle, and you come back up your jungle. You see what I'm saying? Like, if Warwick had jumped, like, you just want to, even though this didn't seem to work out, she just backed off for some reason. That could have easily been a kill. And what, like, see your Ezreal by himself down here right now? He doesn't really need you. So, yeah. Shove waves in and roam. Not only, it feels bad because you're losing EXP, but you're giving your ADC solo EXP, which is really valuable, too. So, if you can get pressure for your teammates, you give your ADC solo EXP, it's not bad. The fat root. Who is this? Who is this NEEKO? This NEEKO's insane. She has no mana. Don't be scared. So she has no mana. So she has right now 47 mana, right? 60 mana, 75, 50. Like, she can cast one chain on you right now, or save up to cast one of these. But either way, it's basically like a 2v1 on this Ahri. And the Ahri also has low HP. If I were you, specifically, I'd be looking for an E-Flash on Ahri, on the Blanc, while she's low HP and not enough mana to use her ulti. But you have Flash, so this is where you need to start getting, I know you might not be used to it and you hate it, but you need to start E and then Flash. For people watching VOD who don't know, your E is a buffer, so you start the E and then Flash, and then your E goes off. It's harder to dodge. I would literally right now, like, just stealth forward. I'd ping going in so Ezreal knows, and just stealth and E-Flash on her. Or maybe even wait till Ezreal hits level 6, which he's about to. But yes, you should be looking for an E-Flash play right now. Right there, you should have E-Flash. Okay, you got her anyways without it. But the guarantee play, because she could have just flashed that too. The guarantee play would have been when she dashed in. I personally, my reaction would have been to instantly E-Flash, right? So watch. And this is why I'm saying it's good for it to be in your head, because the reason I would have reacted and instantly E-Flashed is because, like I said, I would right now be looking in the first place for an E-Flash. Right now, I'd personally be looking for an E-Flash, and that's why when she does that, it'd be really easy for me to make the play. If you're not thinking about the play before it happens, it's going to be hard to react. But if in your head right now, you're like, okay, I need to find an E-Flash. I need to find an E-Flash. I need to find an E-Flash. Whoa! She can't ulti again. It's on cooldown. You E Flash here, the root hits, it's very hard for her to dodge it. Now, obviously, you hit it without doing the E-Flash, but a better player would have flashed this root, right? Like, this root here, she could have just easily flashed that, and she would have lived, right? So you wanted to E-Flash that, but either way, good job. That's a bad ulti. Yeah. That's a... I get it, you got her flash for it, but the reason it was bad, too, is because she may have had enough mana to just W it, and then that would have been really bad, right? So let's take a look at her mana pool. Right? So, one sec. When you do this right now, she has 61 mana, 75. Okay, she couldn't actually do it. So maybe you were big brain fairy and you knew her mana pool and you knew how much, but I would have been, when I see this myself, I'd be like, she's going to W out. Like, this is, unless you have a root, this is where you need an E-Flash ulti, right? Like, E-Flash ulti and then this hits. But your ulti's down. I mean, your root's down. At least you got her flash for it. That's good, I guess, but definitely not worth it because I think NEEKO's flash is more valuable than LeBlanc's flash. LeBlanc has W anyway. She doesn't need flash to play aggressive. You need flash to go aggressive, so trading flash for flash on her or Ahri isn't worth it, because again, Ahri has ulti, she has W, you're immobile, so you losing flash is a lot worse than her losing flash. Okay, well, she just, you know what, she went for the E-Flash. I rate it. I really do. Okay, I like it. Stand your ground, Fairy. ADC almost lets you die. Okay, Fairy. Okay, I see you. I see you. Come on, Ezreal. You know she's... What are you doing, Ezreal? Why are you so scared? Oh, he's out of mana? I don't know, man. I think he's being a little scaredy-cade, if you ask me. But let's go watch the mistake, because this turned out good, but the mistake was you overstaying after. Like, Ezreal needs to be. A big part of playing lane is knowing when your ADC needs to be, right? So you should, again, be helping shove. Look at your ADC's HP and mana. When this wave, you push it in, you shouldn't even go for plates, because you don't even know. What if Warwick's here and about to gank, right? This play that you guys barely turned around would have been a loss. So after you kill these 2 minions, you should just go and back in this bush. If you have a ward up, place a ward in that bush. Let's see, do you have a ward? You don't have a ward, so you can't place a ward, but you just go B, right? Because watch, you like walking too aggressive. Especially when this TP's coming on. Like, you should just leave. What do you do here? Yeah, like, yeah, this is really bad. Shame on you, Fairy. Shame. If Warwick came here, you'd just be dead. Alright, let's see how much gold you have. You have 1,800 gold. What do you buy with this 1,800 fat load of gold? Fairy! Fairy! What is this? You know Rocket Belt. You watch enough of me to know Rocket Belt's the best item on NEEKO. Okay, jokes aside, for people who are watching, if I put this on YouTube and you, Fairy, Rocket Belt is definitely better because you can ulti Rocket Belt or you can ulti flash Rocket Belt. If it's because you have a mechanical issue, you're not good enough, you can't push the button right and you don't get it, that's fine. Ludens is a fine item if you're not mechanically gifted and you can't do these things, or you run out of mana a lot, Ludens is fine. If you can practice it and practice tool and get used to using Rocket Belt is much, much, much better. You can use it to Rocket Belt dodge a Warwick ult, a LeBlanc chain, an Ahri charm. You can use it to hit ultis. So much utensil. You can use it to give you a speed boost. You can W Rocket Belt and get a big speed boost, run out someone and land a root. I would definitely recommend, but let's see what you buy here. Okay. I like this buy other than the fact that I don't really like... It's a weird back because you got this, but like boots are very valuable. I feel like you would have been better off getting, instead of this, boots and refillable potion. Then you would have had sustain for lane and you would have had more move speed. This is okay though, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this, but I feel like I personally would have gone for boots and refillable potion instead of that. But I like that you picked up 2 control wards. Another thing that's bad is you're going straight bot. Again, okay, this way is pushing the enemy team actually. You kind of have to go bot because of it pushing to enemy. Your ADC needs you to help push this in, so never mind. This is a time you actually had to go bot, but you should ping B mid just in case Ahri roams mid. Because see how this is pushing the enemy? You can't go mid roam when the wave's pushing the enemy, and the wave's pushing the enemy. Now she's pushing it back, so you could have gone mid, but you know. Okay, you're going mid. So the only difference is, the reason this is dangerous is because you're walking up river, and if someone was in this bush, right, what if someone was in this bush? I know you just saw Warwick top, but like you didn't know that when you started this path. What if Warwick like blast cones over the wall and Ahri's sitting in this bush? You're just dead. Go from mid, right? Use your W to face check this bush, then hit this thingy to get vision, make sure no one's in these bushes, clear the vision out, and then go bot. But good job going mid to get vision either way. I like that. This ward is really helpful for your mid laner. You see Warwick going bot there, so since you just saw Warwick enter the jungle there, and you have 3 wards up, I would place a ward right here, because you know he's here and he could come down and gank mid, so I get a ward here. I'd walk over and I'd get a ward either here or here, right? If you have a ward in this bush and this bush, how does Warwick gank mid or bot, right? And he can't come through here. He can't come through here, right? You kill this blast cone, he can't get over this wall. So if you ward right here and you ward right here right now, you know Warwick's here. There's no way for him to gank you guys. And see, this is why you go mid. Because, see, Ahri showed up. So the bad part is you didn't get any vision down here. So the reason why that's really bad is because, yeah, Warwick just came in. What if Warwick came here, waited for you guys to overextend and blast coned in? Like, you had to get vision to protect, but it's fine.
God, get this!
Another thing about getting your wards down, by the way, is, where'd all your wards go? Is it just a bug? When you get all your wards down, you'll get more ghost poros, right? So if you put a ward here, it would have turned into a ghost poro, which would have defended the area of the ghost poro and then got you more stacks. Sorry, I'm just letting my voice recover. Whenever I do VOD reviews, my voice gets so dry. Like, it's so tiring doing VOD reviews. It's crazy. Okay. You know, whether or not this was a good play, I like the fact that you used your passive to hide the ulti cast. It surprises me that you don't want to get Rocket Belt because of the fact that you did that shows that you're a good enough player to use Rocket Belt, because that's a pretty hard play. And I know even if you went Rocket Belt, you wouldn't have had enough gold there, but that's an ulti that if you had Rocket Belt, it would have hit, right? I think you didn't just need to ulti. Like, I think you walked out with passive, that's fine, you're looking for an ult. When she W'd forwards, you should have just thrown a root at her or thrown a root where she goes back to and then ulti her. But I like the fact that you used the passive to hide ulti. And again, if you had Rocket Belt, you could have Rocket Belt and that would have hit. So, just something to think about. Ooh, missing the Q. But you know what? That's why I only put 1 point Q, I see. Because you're a Smurf, you hit those roots, you just can't hit the Q. The Q's the problem, the Q. You're too cute to hit the Qs. You save all the cutes for yourself. The cuteness is for you only, not for the enemy. Alrighty, so objective-wise, there's not much on the map to take, and you don't have any wards up the place. It's not even a bad idea for you to just recall here. How much gold do you have? You don't have enough to upgrade, but you can recall and get your boots. It's just because you have no vision in the enemy bot side. You could have just recalled, like this wave is going to tower and you're going to miss it. You could have recalled and you could have recalled bot and came here. So with wards. Ooh, nice boot. Good stuff. Nice. Good try. Let's fast forward this video a bit to some team fights. We've got enough lane advice here. So again, you're auto-pathing bot. You should be going auto-path mid, especially because the support's mid. Okay, no, that's the AC, not you. It's honestly, I didn't start doing this until I was like Diamond 2, and it took me a long time, and it was like every game I was like, God, every time I'd walk by, I'd be like, God, why didn't I walk mid? God, why didn't I walk mid? And now it's like burnt into my brain. It'll take a while, but just try to drive it in. Walk mid. Walk mid. If you recall, walk mid. You'll just start to make plays. Like, what if, like, you walked mid and Ari, after she ganked, walked here, and you just catch her out in a full combo? Maybe not kill her, but, like, you know, get her really low. Maybe get her flash. This is dangerous because you're just kind of walking in, but I guess your teammates are near. See? Going mid, what happened when you go mid? And really good E-flash too. Again, I don't know why you're not going Rocket Belt. If you're able to use your passive correctly and you're able to hit E-flashes, you're clearly mechanically gifted. You're clearly a challenger Smurf. Go for a Rocket Belt. Come on. I don't know if you're a boy or girl. For some reason, I've always thought you're a girl. But I'm gonna restrain from saying you go for a girl because I don't know. Well, like, seriously. Come on. You're killing it out here. That's what happens when you go mid lane. And if you went straight mid instead of doing the zigzag path, you know, maybe you could have got something a bit like sooner, right? Or like in another world that you would have missed that kill that you would have got. So yeah, just start walking mid right away. Also, you have wards, right? You should have placed at least one ward right here. Get wards in the enemy jungle when you can. It helps. So I know what you're thinking. The thing where if you're a melee champion, you do 20% extra tower to tower plates. This tower doesn't have tower plates. It's past 14 minutes. So there's no point being a melee champ here. You're better off being a ranged champ. Even Ezreal probably has better base attack speed than you. So maybe turning into Ezreal for attack speed. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying you're not getting any actual benefit of being Kha'Zix there. Wasting your W, kind of. Good timing. So Dragon is spawning, you can see in 55 seconds. This is where I'm saying right now what you want to do is you want to place your ward here. And you maybe just want to ping the Dragon to your T and say backing for wards. And you back for wards and you have your ward here. And then you come, if they come in and sweep, no problem, you have more wards. Also, you crazy, you still don't have any boots. That's why you had freaking, oh, you didn't go Relentless Hunter. Oh, no, that's not you. Okay, you did. At least you have Relentless Hunter. I know you said you picked this game because it was a fun game for me to watch, and I'm watching all the start parts where I'm critiquing you, and then the part where it's like you're like, okay, Doe's gonna get to watch me pop off. You're so happy. I'm just like, okay, we just skip through that. She just killed everyone. Let's just skip through this, skip through that. And Fairy's just sitting there like, oh man, I want Doge to see me do all the fun stuff, not just critique my lane phase. Well, sorry, guess what? I'm the VOD reviewer. Ooh, okay, we'll see that. Okay, that's real. Just missing a freaking rooted target. I see. I see you, bud. You should be going to Dragon. Ping your team Dragon, because you know what's the sketchy part? If they somehow might have find a miracle engage on you guys, well, Ty's pretty low too, honestly. You guys can probably get it, but the safe play is Dragon for sure. Okay, well, you're just smurfing. Now go for the Dragon. Ping the Dragon. Fairy, ping it. Pinging it. Okay, your team's going to anyways, but you should be pinging. Oh, Kha'Zix, you freaking crazy man. Problem is Kha'Zix isn't coming, and also you're not dropping wards through the jungle, so you don't see them. You should have placed a ward here and like a ward here, and then as they come, see, you didn't have vision on this guy. You guys need to stop the dragon too. Your team didn't come, and he can steal it from you, so. You have vision. Place a ward, Fairy. You're killing me. Oh my god, where the hell? This guy's Houdini. How do you get over there? Use your passive to cover the ulti, but not bad. Good ulti. Can you guys please, this low intro, low freaking kills me. Do the dragon, guys. Please. Alright, they're doing dragon. You go B. Back. Go back and get your boots. You maniac. Definitely if you don't buy boots early, Relentless Hunter is like these runes make a lot more sense, especially if you don't get boots. Like Relentless Hunter with Celerity and Water Walking. If you're not going to buy boots until you finish your first item, I would definitely recommend you keep these runes. But I would probably get boots early and those runes, personally still, but I'm a little bit of okay, yeah, like, Fairy, come on. I know you're winning this game hard, but this is how you lose games. Their team has 3 assassins, and you're building a death cap or something instead of a Zanya's, and you didn't finish your boots still. Here you finish your boots and start building components to Zanya's, because they have a bunch of assassins. You're trolling, Fairy. You're trolling. Why are you trolling me? I don't want to watch this anymore. You're just going to troll me.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
You guys should Baron right now. The correct play here is for you guys to Baron. You should be pinging it. Oh, Warwick's behind also. It is kind of a 50-50 smite, but in a Baron like this, if you guys want to do Baron, your team's on Baron, and what you would do is you wouldn't do Baron, you would go out and zone the Warwick from the fight. And if the Warwick tries to get in, you zone him, and if he jumps on you, your team can just come and kill him, right? Because you would just ulti, right? If he tries to jump on you, just ulti and your team comes over the wall and helps. So what you would do here is you start Baron and you try to zone this Warwick because you have numbers. The team doesn't need you on the Baron. Actually, your Warwick, your jungle was dead, so maybe you don't Baron there. I don't know how he died. There's when an ulti E-flash is best, right? In scenarios like this, right? So you have your passive up and you're ultiing, and if you E-flash, so you flash too early first of all, because it gave her more time to react, but thankfully it still hit. You should have ultied later, a flash later, but there you E-flash, right? Because if you walk up and then E-flash her, then she can't flash her ulti. The ulti E-flash is when the enemy team has mobility. So since she has ult, regardless of flash, you know she has ulti flash, right? So if you're going to flash, you need to E-flash there so that she's rooted and she can't ulti out. But either way, you hit her so nice. And you may not think I care for you, but you know deep inside that I really do. And it's you who needs to show how deep is your love? Is your love how deep is... Oh, you smurfing. Sorry, that song's been in my head and I just felt like, you know, we were in a little bit of an intermission, so I thought I'd give you some music. Oh! I thought I'd give you a little encore to the bottom of you. Encore, Doge, encore. You rock, Doge. Oh, you're too high. Yeah. Put a ward over the wall, please. Madame or Monsieur. Okay. What happened? Fairy Lights, what the hell did you just... Fairy Lights, you're really starting to troll me, aren't you? Oh my god, Fairy, I'm so stupid. I'm trolling myself. I was like, this girl, a person, just sold a freaking needlessly large rod to build a Morello's. It wasn't you who had the needlessly large rod. It was me too. Oh, good times. Good stuff. Rip. Unlucky. But you know, I like that you're using your passive every time you ulti, pretty much. Really good stuff. That's like the biggest thing I needed to teach people who ask me how to play NEEKO and say they can't land ultis, is use your passive to hide ultis. And you know, unlucky she got out of it still, but if you hadn't used passive, it would have been a lot less of a chance of you hitting it. Oh no. Man, you're freaking doing damage. You don't need to be so far back. Like, look at this fight and look where you're off over there, having a good old time by yourself. And Fairy Light takes the win and gets promoted to bronze free. Honestly, saying that again, you're bronze and you do E flashes, you cover your ultis with passive, like pretty good mechanics for a bronze player. You just need to get Rocket Belt. Like there when the girl hit you out with the thingy, maybe you could have Rocket Belt back in on her, who knows. But you know, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube if you're watching. Again, DM me on Discord if you want VOD reviews, $20 a pop. And you know, it may sound expensive, but understand that I'm trying to make a living doing this. I just spent 40 minutes on this video pretty much. And that's just like a bit over minimum wage, so, you know. I don't know why I'm shamelessly promoting myself like this. I feel awkward now. Check me out.